Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Real estate stakeholders are urging the government to hold consultations before regulations are put in place for Airbnbs and the rest of the short-term stay accommodation industry. The view was shared during discussions at the Thorpe X Investment Conference in Negril, Westmoreland. Javon Keys was there.
Recently, tourism ministry stakeholders hinted that the government is looking to establish regulations for the short-term accommodation industry.
Airbnb, a major player, is in the spotlight as a number of jurisdictions contemplate restricting the offerings due to rogue guests and operators. So Jamaica joining the conversation is no surprise.
A lot of persons in Jamaica have been buying property, putting them on Airbnb. Also, the fact that Airbnb has much less wear and tear on your property. So you could have a house, an apartment that you put on Airbnb, and what you get in 10 days is more than what you get renting it long-term for a month.
Mara Watson is a realtor and Airbnb operator.
Airbnb is changing a lot, it's really, people in Jamaica have made a lot of money with it, so now the government wants to take a piece of that tax.
Realtor Noel Phillips says he has no issue with regulations being put in place.
I think we should be willing to pay some taxes because we want the roads to be fixed. We want wherever persons are coming that it is maintained and developed in such a way because that helps your Airbnb. Because you don't want to buy a property and then the roads aren't fixed and people don't like coming there, right? So I don't have a problem with the government coming in. And what I'm hoping is that the Minister of Tourism, who I think has precedence over the decision, will consult with us as realtors.
So separate from a possible tax, what would they like to see in the regulation of the industry?
It would be nice if the government would help us, like as they promote hotels. And I have an Airbnb personally, and the Ministry of Tourism does come and they do help. So it looks like they're trying to help us promote our properties as well.
A central registration process where persons who are intending to go into Airbnb business, probably register with TPDCO. Once a developer is doing a development, you're building some condos or something like that, that it is clear from the get-go that this property allows for Airbnb, that the government knows, and therefore persons who are going into that business are clear that they're investing. So there's not a case like what happened the other day where somebody will buy a property hoping to do Airbnb, the strata decides that they don't want it, and now they have to rethink even though this was the business plan that they had.
They say, however, if the regulations are too restrictive, it could force tourists and investors to stay away from these types of investments. Reporting from the Thorpe X Investment Conference in Negril, I'm Javon Keys for TVJ News.
Thank you, Javon. The NCB Financial Group appears to have reached a compensation deal in relation to its former top executives. In a statement, the company says the separation packages for former CEO Patrick Hilton and former Deputy CEO Dennis Cohen have affected financial performance in the fourth quarter ended September. NCB Financial Group says the arrangements, which include cash payments and allotment of shares, will have a material impact on the performance of the company. Mr. Hilton and Mr. Cohen have officially resigned effective Monday, November 13. Earlier this year, it was reported that negotiations included a $13.8 billion sum linked to surrendered shares. The Jamaican dollar gained 15 cents against the U.S. currency at the close of trading on Tuesday. It now costs an average $156.67 for $1 US. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $114.37. $194.86 is the average value of the pound, while the euro is going for $170.09. And to the stock market now, the JSE index lost 852 points today, while the junior market declined by 18 points. Among the 42 winners, Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances, Cygnus Real Estate Financial, Jamaican Dollar and US Dollar shares, G West Corporation, and JMMB Group 7.25% shares. The 52 losers were led by KLE Group, Express Catering, Mayberry Jamaican Equities, Sterling Investments, and Paramount Trading Jamaica. 12 stocks closed the session at the same price they opened trading on Tuesday. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Good evening.